Alright everyone, welcome back to the Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode, and we are here to start year 2. Now, I've done a few changes after my recording session of the off-season, which was a few days ago. I did a few things the next day after that. So what I want to show you guys is what I did. We did a few trades here, and you're going to notice it right away. I boosted our offensive caliber right there by acquiring Jonathan Drouin and Jordan Eberle there. So we got two snipers playing with Johansson. And Jonathan Drouin is listed as a third-line scorer, but obviously we're going to play him on the first line because he's got insane offensive ability, and he's definitely going to be a franchise player for this team, right? And Jordan Eberle as well. He's a very good player to have here. He's still got potential, so he can still get better. He had the best defensive category out of all the snipers I was looking at. Plus, I've never tried Jordan Eberle in GM mode before, so I'd like to have him here. And he was a 30-goal scorer last year, so that's a big bonus as well. So our offense wasn't that good, so I needed to boost it with those two players. Our defense was looking pretty good for this year, so I didn't change anything there. And goalie, I didn't change anything there as well besides signing Peter Budaj, but I think you guys saw that. But if not, there you go, right? So I want to talk about, before we start the sim, how those trades went down. I have them written down here. So, anyway, after we got Connor McDavid, that was our first big trade. We traded Nathan Horton, C. Hebig, and J. Gabrielle. I don't remember their first names. I just wrote down the initials. Those were a couple players we picked up in this 5th and 6th round this year. They had 4-star potential. One of them was red and one of them was yellow. And we traded a couple 5th-round picks in 2016. One was ours and one was Anaheim's for Jordan Eberle and Edmonton's 5th-round pick in 2016. So I think we stole Eberle from them. Really, we got a player that's really good now. We gave away a player that's a little older, has a high contract there, and he's not really worth it in Nathan Horton. And we got rid of two prospects who were only 60 overalls, and I don't think they were going to become much really. Now, our next deal to get Drouin was a little bit more pricey, so hopefully he turns out to be good. We had to trade Tyson Bailey, who was a 70 overall 4-star yellow, who we got in the 3rd round. We had to trade P. Wotherspoon, who was a defenseman that we picked after Pylon, or whatever his name is. Pylon. You guys let me know if it's Pylon or Pylon. I'm going to go with Pylon, though, just because it sounds funny. But P. Wotherspoon, he was a 59 overall 4-star yellow, I do believe. So we got rid of him. We traded our 1st-round pick in 2020 and our 1st-round pick in 2021 as well for Drouin, and Suster is the defenseman we acquired. He is in the American Hockey League right now. He's still getting better, so he could become a top 6 defenseman as well. So those were the deals that I made, and I think they were really good because I think Drouin can definitely play with McDavid, and then obviously Johansson's probably going to be moving down to the 2nd line or something like that. So I think we have a pretty good group here compared to last year. Definitely a much better group. And if we take a look at our American Hockey League, Kirby Reichel's now on the 1st line. Bjorkstrad's getting better. Dano, this kid's actually doing really well too. He's 4-star potential. Wenberg's getting better. Trainer, who we signed, we acquired in the draft, 75 overall already, a 3.5-star yellow. So he was the guy I want to keep. Defensively in the American Hockey League, we just really got Suster. That's the guy that's jumping up. We acquired him in the deal with Drouin. And goaltending-wise, we're going to put this guy as the starter instead of Hutton because he needs to get better, right? So, yeah, I think we have a pretty good group of guys here, to be honest. We got a much better team. I think we could do a little bit more damage than we did last year. So Johansson is going to be our captain, of course. Jordan Eberle is not going to be assistant because he needs to prove himself. So we're going to make it... what's his name? Who am I looking for? Where is he? Dubinsky, there he is. So Dubinsky and Johnson I'm going to make. Jack Johnson, Brand Dubinsky, and Ryan Johansson, the veteran guys on the Columbus Blue Jackets, and we'll see what happens. See if these guys can, step up and earn their letters instead of me just giving to them right away, right? Like Eberle and Drouin, they get to step up and play. So we're just going to go with our longtime Columbus Blue Jackets guys to start off with our captains. So I got to see if I change everything. Injuries off. Assistant coach rotates goalie. It's got to be on. There, that's what I need to do. Let me grab a drink here and then we'll start everything. All right. So, I guess I should show you guys the power play lines and shit before we start, because I know you guys will want to see that. Power play lines and all that. So, anyway, Duran, Johansson, Eberle, Anisimov, Dubinsky, Foligno, Calvert, Jenner, Letestu, Atkinson, Tyrell, and Raffle. I think we really improved our fourth line as well. That was a big thing I wanted to do in this offseason. And we got Johnson, Wisniewski, Murray, Tootin, Savard, and Eriksson. And you guys know Bobrovsky's in the net and Budai's the backup. On the power play, we have Eberle, Johansson, Drouin, Murray, Wisniewski. That's a really good power play unit right there. We got Nisimov, Dubinsky, Foligno, Johnson, Savard. Pretty good second line. Nowhere near as good as the first, though, obviously. On the penalty kill, we have our best defensive players, and Jordan Eberle is one of the better defensive players despite being a sniper, so that was a big reason why I wanted him as well out of all the other snipers I was looking at. Then we got Murray, Wisniewski, Tootin, and Johnson, right? So there's our power play, there's our penalty kill. My voice is killing me. Let's just start some sim right here. Alright, we got the preseason. So we have a home and home against the New York Rangers to start the second year here. Alright. Let's get her done. Obviously, we're going to have a pretty decent preseason because we have our actual team in instead of a bunch of noobs. A bunch of rookies. So we should have a pretty good preseason, like an 8-1 win right there. But a big 6-1 loss against the Rangers, who we will be playing for the first 2 games. Interesting. Our only losses to them. And Pittsburgh now, but I mean, at the time. Wisniewski's leading plus-minus, man. Oh, man. And Foligno led in goals in the preseason. All right, so 4-1-2 preseason, not that bad. So let's get this done here. Let's go up to Christmas, then we'll review the stats and everything like that. And then I'll probably record some more of this season, right? Connor McDavid, I forgot to mention him. He is in the, not the American Hockey League. He is in the CHL for 1 more year. We'll keep him there. And we'll see him develop a little bit more there. Hopefully he'll get a huge jump. And then we'll bring him to the American Hockey League next year if he needs it. Or you never know, right? He could just jump right into the system and become a second-line player next year, right? So he is in the American Hockey League to start off. I do believe, actually. I'm not 100% sure on that. I feel like he is. Where am I going? Oh my god. GM options. Contracts. Connor McDavid is in the system, right? He is in the American Hockey League. I'm going to keep him there just for now. I think that's where he should play just for 1 more year. His stats aren't that bad, but I mean, I think he should just get 1 more year there. Just because he's 19 or 18, right? So he should get 1 more year. And then I think he'll be something big. Anyway, let's start the season. Let's go here. I don't remember where we're scouting, but I already did the scouting thing last time I actually sat down and did some GM stuff. So big start to the season right there. 3-0 win. Bobrovsky gets the shutout. I do believe Bobrovsky only had like 3 shutouts all of last year, so it's nice to have him get 1 right now in the first game. So we're 1-1-1. I mean, not as good of a start. 2-1-1. Remember, we were 8-1 to start last year, and then we shit the bed, but we still made the playoffs. So we'll see how this team does now, right? Eberle's already got 6 assists. Wow. And Johansson's got 3 goals. I thought it would be Johansson feeding Eberle. I thought that would be opposite, but I guess not. It's kind of weird. Anyway, that's really strange, actually. Wisniewski's getting them pims, racking in them pims, right? LA Kings off to a 2-5 start. It's not very good. Make it 3-5 now. Anyway. Nothing to do. Nothing to do but wait. Get the scouting assignment done. Alright, so who is going high now? This year, it's all about the defenseman, I do believe. This is a defenseman year. I think it's more of it's a defenseman in the OHL because because Sean Day's there, so we got to scout him. He's the big guy that people are gonna want this year. And I'm gonna have to move around a little bit because obviously I don't need to go for the first overall pick again. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna scout everywhere pretty evenly. Except I want to get a lot of scouting in the OHL defenseman because wasn't just Sean Day that was good. So 5-2-1 start. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not too shabby. Calgary Flames off to a horrible start. I mean, oh my god, come on, boys. So you need to beat teams like that are 2-7. Like we lost to a couple teams here that don't have very good records, and we're beating the teams that do have pretty decent records, right? We need to start winning those games against the shitty teams because in the end it could come down to us making the playoffs or not. So it's a very big thing, right? Right now we're kind of like just making the playoffs. We're kind of on that edge by the end of the year. We're kind of getting out of it, hopefully. Hopefully we can get out of it. The Edmonton Oilers are 11-2-2. Like, kiss my ass. No, they're not. In year 2, do you really think they'd be 11-2-2? Like, that's not true at all. There's no way that would ever happen. Jordan Eberle leads our team with 5 goals, so clearly people aren't scoring. 5 goals is all he has in 15 games. So, I mean, like... Oh, wow, Jonathan Drouin just took over with 7. Okay. So, I guess we're getting a bit of goal scoring here. Now we're starting to get something. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. All right, maybe it took a couple weeks to rev up here. Duran's got 9 goals on that first line. He's definitely going to get a jump. It said third-line scorer for Duran, but a buddy of mine suggested, you know what? You might as well just play him on the first line. Just do it. He becomes good anyways. He'll be fine. It doesn't matter where you play him. So we're going with, the first line just because we need that scoring. He has an insane shot. His defense isn't bad either. I think it's a good idea to put him there. And we are starting to win some games now. It's been Johansson, Eberle, and what's his name? Duran, duh. It's been them that are fighting for that goal lead. I don't know who's got the point lead. It seems like it's pretty even. Got a bunch of guys that are playing really well together here. Bobrovsky leads with 12 wins. Even Budaj has a few in there. That's nice to see. We got an evened out team here in year 2. We definitely changed it around. Alright, so we're just going to go December 25th. We're going to go to Christmas, and then we'll check the stats and everything like that. I want to check the American Hockey League stats as well. Check the growth. See if Connor McDavid's in the growth category. I'm not sure if he is because it's just AHL and NHL, right? But Connor McDavid, I think he deserves one more year down there. He's not ready to play at a 74 overall on our team. So, OHL, let's go with... is there any first rounders at all? All of these guys are first rounders, so we'll go there in the WHL. We've lost a few games here. Lost 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row. So we're just going to go to Boxing Day. We'll go past the Leafs game. You guys can get an extra game in here. So we break that 3-game losing streak. That's good. 3-2 win over the New York Islanders, who are doing surprisingly well this year. In reality, they are doing well. All right? Oh, come on. A 7-6 loss. That's got to be overtime at least, right? That sucks. Holy shit. Look at Crosby. He's tearing it up. Guess it kind of makes sense. He is Crosby, and he is a 96 overall, or 97 overall, I think, now. That's insane. But we got to beat teams like Ottawa here. There's a win. Team like Boston, they're pretty good. So it's, nice win right there. All right. The Philadelphia Flyers are not very good. So it'd be nice to beat them, please. And, oh my god, we played them back-to-back. It's kind of weird. But, of course, we lose them the second time. Come on. Get that 20th win of the year. Yeah, there we go. 5-0 win over New York Islanders. So, 20-13-1. We'll just wait till the Toronto game ends. Come on. Okay. You know what? We'll give a few more games in here. Let's do it. Why not? Do 3 more games. So, in the next episode, of course, we will go to the trade deadline, which is always fun. Like to see what goes on there. Washington Capitals are not very good. Can we please beat them? Please. There you go. So 2 consecutive shutouts for Bobrovsky. I guess it was a good thing to continue the sim here. Not many overtime losses. Only 1. It's kind of weird. It's really weird. Only one overtime loss. So we're 23-14-1. Pretty good so far. We're doing pretty well. Drouin's already got 21 goals. So that's really good. Borowski's got 20 wins. Let's go to the stats. Let's see the team standings. See where we are in the NHL. So the Edmonton Oilers are first with 26-7-6. Kiss my ass. That's never going to happen. Somehow Toronto's up there. Kiss my ass there too. We're almost halfway through season. We've almost already simmed half the year. Wow. Normally I don't do that in the first season episode, but whatever, right? So, if we were to give it 3 more games, let's just say we're halfway through, we are on pace right now for at least 45 wins, right? We should be able to get 45, 46 wins, which would be a playoff spot. That's what we're on pace for right now. That's kind of weird, though. Edmonton is up there in first. Last place, we go all the way down, and we see the Washington Capitals and the Anaheim Ducks, and the Buffalo Sabres are down there, of course, as well. So, in the American Hockey League, we are... I don't remember what our team name is. I'll know when I see the logo. Are we Syracuse? No, what's our AHL team? Our AHL team. Oh, it's the Springfield Falcons. We're 24-7-2. Oh, sweet. We are first in the American Hockey League. Of course we are. We have a pretty good team down there, right? Kind of makes sense. 24-7-2. It's really nice to see. Anyway, we'll go with the goals for and shit. Not per game. I just want goals for. Goals for, we are 8th. But we're only 5 goals off being top 5. Toronto has scored a shit ton of goals. Holy shit. Look at that. Columbus goals against. We are 8th. Then again, we are only 7 goals off top 5. So, not that bad, right? Power play percentage. We are 12th. Not that bad. Pretty good, actually. Penalty killing. A lot better than last year. We are 8th. Wait, was that 8th or 11th? 11th, sorry. Shorthanded goals for, we are 7th, so we're actually scoring some shorties. We're better away than we are on the road. But our last 10, we were 7-3, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. So let's take a look at the stats and the progress reports. Stats of the American Hockey League first, because we are 24-7-2. I want to see that. Who is doing what? Alright, so Wenberg has 34 points. He had 6 goals all of last year. He's already got 34 points now. Wow, that's pretty good. Kirby Reichel stepping up. Skilly, Dano, that's a really good play right there. Bjorkstrand, all right. Trainer's even getting some points there on the third line. Suster's up there. All right, so we got some depth scoring here. We're pretty good. Pretty good team. That's what I like to see. Carter Hutton has played the majority of the games. I guess that explains why. Even though I put this guy as the starter, which is kind of weird. But I suppose Carter Hutton has... Oh, wow, his numbers suck. Okay, that explains it. Carter Hutton is the guy we got to go with, I guess. Yeah, he's a beast. He is pretty good. Anyway, I'll just leave Carter Hutton there, right? Alright, so player stats in the NHL, and then we'll go to progress reports, and then I'll be done. I'm pretty sure I'll be done for everything I want to cover in this episode. I'm pretty sure I'll be done, right? So, anyway, Jordan Eberle leads the team in points. Look at that, 44 points. See, he was a good pickup right there. Jonathan Drouin has 21 goals already halfway through the year, almost. So, he's on pace for a good 45 there, right? He should be. So, that's really good to see. Johansson's got 39, so he's also a point-per-game player. Murray's got 27, that's sick. Wisniewski, that's sick. He's got 12 goals, holy shit. Foligno, 24. Anisimov, 23. You know, Dubinsky, 18. Our second line's even producing here. That's nice. Even our third line's getting a little bit here. Fourth line. Pretty good. Pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, so we got contributions from everyone. That's what I like to see. Now, goaltending-wise, Budai, 3.67 goals against. 2.2 goals against average. 20 and 11 for Borowski. 930 save percentage. 6 shutouts already. Let's check how many shutouts he had last year. He did have 3 shutouts. That's it last year, and he already got 6 this year. So definitely improving his numbers. Definitely better this year. But Budai, not so much. Even though he does have 3 wins, but still, he's not playing that well, right? He's actually playing pretty shitty. So anyway, let's take a look at the progress reports, and I'll end it. All right. So GM options, progress report. What is going on? So here's some jumps in the NHL. There's a few. And we go to the American Hockey League, and Prout's actually gone down a bit. Wenberg has gone up, I would assume. And he's gone up a little bit. All right. That's pretty cool. So, that is all I have to show you guys for this episode. And in the next one, we will sim up to the trade deadline, which is... we'll do the All-Star game. We'll see who's in the All-Star appearance there, who's going to be there. Probably a few of our guys. And we'll sim up to a trade deadline, so that's a few months of simming right there. Anyway, we will do that in the next episode. I'm getting a bunch of messages, so I'm going to turn those off before I start the next one. But anyway, I will see you guys when we continue with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Bye-bye.